taping. Let's get this thing taping. Boom, 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 boom. Humming, humming, humming. It had to be you. Let me just check.
My electronic communications, and there it is. Not much.
Anyway, it's your Max Doom show for Friday the 5th of March 2021. What am I, man? 2021. And today is going to be, I think, a Sam Allardyce special. Oh, he's a fucking wanker. He's worse than Hitler. He was the Everton manager and it's just awful. It's a stain. It's a stain. I can't go on. I just can't. And so on and so forth. Because the Super Blues have got... this is taped yesterday. Oh man, the fucking phone's ringing on my computer machine. So I'm going to have to pause. Now you are taping. I can't remember what I said. Because I had some top level comms. Communications. Yeah, communications. I'm in communications actually. Action to attend to. Let's get some content. And that's what I did. I just took a phone call which was about content. What's your content? My content's fucking shite, mate. Yourself. Speaking of content, Sam Allardyce's nappy. I'm kidding around, of course. He wouldn't wear a nappy. He'd just shit in a box. But yeah, I'm saying moving this. I've got the headphones on, and this fucking cable is enormous. But oh man, I forgot something. Just leaving the room. Find my phone. Hey cat. It's shaking. Searching for my pants. So I just keep checking it's still taping because I haven't got the light on. So I can kind of recreate the vibe of a Berlin sex dungeon while I'm doing my work, searching for content. Guess it's going on a bit, isn't it? Yeah. So this is taped the day before the Sam Allardyce derby, which is it's the day of the game. West Bromwich Albion are playing the Everton football team, and the Allardyce stuff quite often brings some. I should have just gone to the right of you can probably hear me clicking away like an absolute bastard here. Allardyce Everton, right in there. Okay, boom. Popular internet user says he quotes Allardyce saying that they were struggling badly at the bottom of the league and finished 8th due to his intervention, presumably that means. And this fellow says, being 13th, 6 points behind 8th place Watford with 25 games to play, as it's more commonly known. Now, I find this sort of thing interesting, and this is no slight on he follows me, and I follow him. Or her, it's a him, fucking hell. That's interesting. This is no slight on his work on that internet. But calling the foul. Everton in that season, you know what, I'm going to look it up. Sam Allardyce, Neverton. Brilliant. No, I'm not a robot. This thing, I've got this anti-fucking sex machine plug-in on my computer. And it keeps, what do you call it, a VPN. Visible, I don't fucking know. Okay, so Everton soccer base. So it was May 2018 that the big man parked his fucking enormous rump on the manager's throne. So I keep drifting away, don't I? Okay, so we're talking about the West Brom game, which appears to be ground zero, West Ham, for the Sam Allardyce stuff. I can't even fucking find it. West Ham. Here we go. Okay, so yeesh. Sam Allardyce came in the day of, as I recall, Wednesday night, 29th, no, obviously just looked it up, 2017, the game that Everton won for Nout. I assume that's the same game. Yeah, it must be. They can't have won any. Okay, so they won that one. And this previous computer user has used that as proof that Allardyce was not needed. But if we go back over the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games, which goes back to the Europa League titanic battle with AP Unasol, I can't read that, which finished 2-2. Everton had won one game and lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including 1, 2, 3, 5 on the spin. So, yeah, Everton had won that game, but, you know, let's have it right. They weren't exactly pulling up what I like to call any trees. And in Allardyce's favour, they then won the next league. In fact, they were unbeaten in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 before a... God blimey, Charlie, they didn't win many after that. Oh, actually, there was a mixed bag. Anyway, the point being, that Iranian had a decision to make because they were shite. They were losing. They got beat 4-1 by Southampton the game before. So let's have that. That was not good. Nobody should be losing to Southampton 4-1. They got beat 5-1 by Atalanta. Oh, yeah, you're like the boobies. In the Europa Cup. They were really good, actually, as I recall. And what else you got? I was scratching my stomach. Basically, they were getting rinsed every week. So, you know, what's my point? My point being that there's a rewriting of history with Evertonians, and I don't fucking do what you want, weirdos. But they were shit. They were shit, and something needed to be done because the sheer amount of money at stake meant that Everton simply could not entertain the possibility of relegation, which, despite what these knuckleheads are saying, nothing against... That's just... They were no good, and they were going... There was the possibility they were going to go down. Yeah, it was early in the season, but if they extrapolated that, I'm going to say winning 2, 3, 4 league games by November, they'd have been in trouble. There was a very real possibility they would have dipped out, you know. As it turned out, they appear to have won 18, drew 12 and lost 21 all in, so that's not too bad. I don't know what my point is. Yeah, the point is people that you know, they can't bear to look at the themselves, the reflection, because of the Allardyce goo that's attached itself because he was the Everton manager. Oh, you know, people say, oh, it's a stain. Is it fucking... What's going... My life is fucking rubbish, right? Absolutely rubbish. Nothing exciting happens. I'm very good looking, and I'm grateful for that, as is the nation. There's nothing else going down. But I'm not so fucking desperate I have to, hook myself onto the fortunes of some deadbeat millionaire bastards. You know what I mean? I couldn't give a shit, and I don't understand why anyone would. Once you get over, I don't know, mid-30s, you can do it until mid-30s. Yeah, listen to this, me scratching my stomach. Why? What's my point? The point is, they had to do something. Yeah, it was unpalatable, but they did it, and they made the correct, in my opinion, business decision because it needed doing. They removed the possibility. I might have mentioned this before, and some of my super fans will know if I did, but you're eliminating the possibility of a problem. You've identified a problem, and then I'm going to repeat myself, so I'm not going to say it again. It's like Metallica when they played at Glastonbury, or you call it Glasto. The fella, the singer-guitarist, James Hatfield, I think his name is, he had about 10 plectrums taped to the microphone stand. Now, he probably drops 1 plectrum a year, but he's eliminated the issue. There is now no problem there. It's the same principle they do with aviation in the commercial world, i.e. the planes that you or I get in normaler times. There's no problem. Oh, fuck, I'm bugging on about it. Okay, so that's the gist of the... Anyway, this is before the game. Let's see how they get on tonight and see if I'm quite so charitable. Point being, he came in, he did the... whatever, who cares? But I did watch I watched the Everton game in the... God, who did they play? I think it was Southampton. They beat somebody 1-0, and my God, it was boring in the week. But I had my headphones on to listen to it because it was kicking off shamefully late, and my missus was asleep or watching. I don't know. She didn't want to hear it anyway. And you get the headphones. With the headphones, you can pick up everything, not just the shrieking of the players and the whining, but anytime somebody's near one of the microphones at the side of the pitch, you can hear everything they're saying. So there was a corner, and really clearly, I think this relies on them not having the sound effects pumped in. Really clearly, you could hear when... I'm going to say it was Southampton, had a corner. Somebody saying Andre, no closer. You were a bit closer last time, and it's clearly not one of the players because there didn't appear to be anyone. So it might have been the referee, it might have been the linesman, but one of the was it Mike Riley? One of the Everton players first named the referee. I can't remember. Maybe it's Mike or something like that. And I was watching it, and they were... You can see him engaging in chit-chat and, bants. And I was just thinking about if I was the referee, I would book anyone who first named me. Before, I wouldn't even entertain the idea, but then maybe they all want to be friends with the famous footballers. I don't know. Anyway, I strongly recommend it because... as well as all the huffing and grunting, you can hear those weird things which they're obviously they're being said and picked up elsewhere in the stadium than where the focus of the camera is. So there was another one with a free kick, and you could hear somebody talking. Somebody's the same. It must have been one of the linesmen. Maybe it was a corner, and he was fucking hell, who cares? And you can hear all this stuff going on. You don't have to do it. Maybe you will. God, this is boring, isn't it? Right, what was the other thing that was on me thing? Okay, I can't remember. All right, you know what? I can't be asked anymore. It's fucking free, isn't it? Right, so that's that for now, and let's see how they get on against West Brom tonight. Full report tomorrow, yesterday, or something. All right, we're taping again. Oh, let's keep it brief because I'm sure nobody's listening. So the Sam Allardyce derby ended in a 1-0 triumph for Everton and the virtual assistant referee, which disallowed a late equaliser. So there you go. What is there to say? There's nothing to say. Who cares? You know that they went up to fourth briefly, bumped down to third because Liverpool have turned to utter shite. It's fairly typical that Everton do finally get a win at Anfield and the whole thing is devalued. But there you go. So then Everton have got... Who've they got? They got Chelsea on Monday, so that one I don't know how many points Chelsea are ahead of Everton. I'm not going to look. I haven't seen much of the day, but I am looking forward to seeing the Chelsea goal, which was disallowed for a sleeve or an arm, apparently, and the Fulham one, which I don't know, I just saw a lot of people squawking about it on the internet, but I haven't watched it yet. Nothing else to say, really, is there? You know, it's Friday. The kickball's going quite well. Richarlison scored a great header. I thought when I was reading people on Twitter talking about Diagna, I thought they were spelling Dean wrong, Dina, whatever his name is. He looked like he'd been celebrating his contract because he was fucking rubbish. But that's 3. This is a bit football heavy. That's 3 wins on the spin. Is it? Yeah, not with no goals conceded. So there you go. What's his face got injured as well, didn't he? Even the way Holgate reacted to his what I assume was a hamstring injury, just sat there. It doesn't seem to ever veer from, you know, a couple of centimetres either side of the mood equator. You know, and it doesn't seem to... He'll fuck it up, shrug it off, do something good. That's okay too. I get the impression he's just spending the whole time thinking about other things. But, he started off badly. But I thought he improved. Gomez started off badly and got worse. It is a shame because he'd been playing well, I felt. Him and Tom Davis, your boyfriend, had both been playing well. In fact, they all had, really. In so far as they didn't really make any chances. But, you know, they're winning ugly, as they say. Oh God, who cares? That's a lot. Thanks for listening. Ta.